everyone wakes up out of their stupor. Some of you are really just like still a little zoned. Those of you who are more familiar with being intoxicated, you kind of are better at shaking it off. Garrick over there is really...
Drink out of the flowers, huh?
He's
Good
really
idea.
Yeah, he's really feeling it.
Moves that or die.
I mean, to be fair, they were delicious. So.
I dreamt we went to the city and they kicked all the bums out and the college was weird and there was all kinds of...
Yeah.
What did you guys... What happened to you guys?
You know, normal hallucinogenic flower stuff. Like, just normal. I mean, that was pretty mild, I think. I put it right
I was
about
trying to
6.
bait you into saying you were doing the same thing. You had the same hallucination.
Mildly.
Wow, we had a shared hallucination. That's weird.
Yeah. No, totally.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if it's your first time.
Wow.
Wow. So you four turn to Roderick, and he's kind of talking to some buddies of his.
Roderick's like this medieval, like Trump Jr. guy.
Yeah.
In this group.
He's a
Trump Jr.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he is.
Yeah.
You see him
Oh, man.
standing with two other individuals. One is about 3'4", dark hair, bushy beard, some spectacles on his eyes, and he's speaking, and he's kind of like pointing up the plants and at some of the trees, and you can see that he's kind of like pointing out different things and thinking. And the other is about 7'1", with glittering bronze scales, and he's, for a dragonborn, fairly thin, but kind of...
So he's like the minute bowl.
What we would call you know, you ever seen somebody who's prison cut? Like they just got out of prison, you're like, that guy looks strong, but also way too thin.
Yeah.
But dragonborn form. And he's kind of like swaying on the balls of his feet, back and forth, and kind of like keeping his eyes kind of darting around, staring off into the trees, looking for trouble. So you approach Roderick, and you start to hear the conversation between these three, and Roderick's just kind of asking the one, Garth, what was that, man? Do you know, have you ever had any plants like this, man? I've never gotten anything like that from you before.
I've been working on something, but I've never been able to have anything this potent. Something in the basement.
Just thinking, we gotta grab some of these so you can work on them. That's crazy. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is this... you young hooligans, I say, also being like a teenage dwarf. Is this something you do on the regular, just take poisonous plants for fun?
Roderick turns to the dragonborn next to him and is like, dude, this guy's a total buzzkill, but I think he knows a lot of magic, so don't fuck with him.
I'm perfectly capable of hearing. You do realize.
Now we get it, man. So yeah. But he turns, he says, this is my buddy Garth.
So,
Garth hooks us up with plants and, stuff.
herbs.
Herbs. Whatever, man.
Goddamn.
So, hold on, wait. You couldn't have warned us beforehand that we were taking these?
You know, things got a little out of hand. I'd done some myself before I gave it all to you guys, and you know, my bad. All I can say, my bad.
I mean, to be fair, we were dehydrated, so
Yeah.
kind of need the water.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
The flavor was quite pleasant.
Roderick looks at the dragonborn and he's like, hey man, like, you know me. I'm not racist. But are you guys like cousins? Do you know each other?
Never. No, we don't know each other.
I thought all you guys knew each other. Sorry.
Nah,
Wow.
it doesn't happen that way.
No. I wouldn't know if I saw someone that looked as handsome as myself.
Yeah. He's not from my village or any of those surrounding villages, so.
Alright, no offense, man. I was just, you're both bronze.
You're colored the same.
Yeah.
You guys
That
might be
doesn't matter
cousins.
where we come from.
Yeah, all right. Cousins.
I
Yeah,
can't
cousins.
really. I can't really tell you guys apart.
Well,
My bad.
I have this hat, so.
That's fair.
Also, isn't he like
I have
6
a
inches
sword.
taller than him?
So what's your character's name?
Bobo the Unknown.
Bobo the Unknown. Dope. She's like, my bad, Bobo. I didn't. No offense, man. No, we're still cool, right?
Yeah.
Man, in a few words, is Bobo.
So
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Roderick
Unknown vernacular.
turns to the group and turns to Ali Khan and he's like, "How long ago did you wake up?"
I don't know how I got here.
Yeah, she wasn't with us.
I know.
So. What?
It's like, what do you mean you don't know how you got here?
Well, I wasn't with you guys.
He's like thinking back.
Just,
Oh yeah.
I was looking for somebody that I can't remember the name of right now. But I was looking for somebody, and then I showed up here once I got to his house and went in there. But I
Oh.
can't remember his name.
That's weird.
Oh,
Give me a second while I, look through my memories.
I don't have it. I can't remember his name.
All right. Well,
And showed up here some kind of way.
that's weird.
I agree.
All right. Well, I gotta get back home. I think I figured out how I'm gonna get my dad to not freak out about the boat. Are we all on the same page?
Oh yeah, Roderick's dad owned the boat that sank,
Yeah, do tell.
and he has like a history of he's everybody that's not our characters.
Got it.
And Roderick has a history of like making up crazy stories as to why he crashed his dad's boats. So like
And
this whole being attacked by a monster on the high seas thing is like
Not gonna
gonna sound fishy.
Like
yeah.
he used that like last week.
Yeah.
It was like the same exact.
So yeah, it's a boy who cried wolf situation.
All right.
It's too bad his dad doesn't like totally own a boat dealership.
Dad owns the dealership.
So he turns. He's
Benji.
like, all right. Here's what needs to happen.
Benji.
When we
That's
get
what I was
into
looking
town,
for.
I need everybody has got to be
Well,
on the
who's
same
PBR?
page. Seriously. My dad will freak out. But if we tell him that the captain,
People died.
yeah, so we tell him that the captain got way out of hand, like super drunk, we couldn't do anything about it, and he decided he wanted to steer the boat into like a sandbar. Said he can totally, we could get over that, it'll be fine, and then wrecked it. Okay?
No, that's stupid.
Yeah, I'm not lying to a potentially powerful man that I don't even know.
Well, I'll
Yeah,
do
and
it.
you're willing to
I
just to
am
save
bored.
your reputation.
Guys.
You're willing to risk a giant monster capsizing more vessels.
Yeah,
Listen, people need to be told about
The fewer people that know, the fewer
So-
people that know about the giant monster, the better.
I agree. I agree.
See?
We don't know the monster, okay?
Voice of
It's a
reason.
monster.
I mean, you've had
What's
the closest
there to know?
relationship to the monster.
Yes.
What did
And
it tell
let's
you?
just say I've done some investigating and we don't know it, okay? We know
What
nothing
is that?
about it.
What does that mean?
I think
For me
she's,
to know and
Wait,
you to
you've
find
done
out.
investigating but haven't come to any conclusions?
Oh, I just can't share it.
You can't. She can't share. She can't share
Can't
with
share,
you.
sorry.
I think it's perfectly fine that she can't share.
Suspicious.
I say we go along with it, and we don't know about any monster. The captain got out of control. My man Moraless is on board.
it. Yeah.
Bobo?
I'm on board. I need to buy a boat down the road. I don't want to ruin this relationship now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My dad is totally not going to buy another boat if I ruin another one. And, just do me the solid.
Alright, I'm gonna roll my charisma to see if I actually.
I'll just like narrow my eyes and just clam up.
Yeah, to see if I actually
I'm
will
doing
say
more
anything
herbs,
about this.
so
Mm.
don't worry about
All
that.
right.
That's all druids do.
Could you roll a constitution check for me real quick? That's roll a 20 and then add the plus that I put next to con.
Plus 2. Ooh, nice roll.
You get 18.
18. So yeah.
You're a seasoned pro at going into K-holes.
Yeah, your pupils just like fucking widen way out.
I'm talking about doing ketamine.
Come on,
Whatever
bro, try
you
to keep
got.
up.
Yeah.
Stop
your
just
pupils-
dragging
No,
stuff.
he's only doing natural stuff.
Yeah, he's got plans. Your pupils get like huge, and you are feeling it in all the best ways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting jiggy with it.
So you were
My
rolling to
favorite
see if
plant.
you actually care.
Yeah, I rolled a 9, so I got -3, so it's a 6, so I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna bust out
All right.
and not say a damn thing.
So everybody's against you right now, Gary. Everybody else agrees that it's just not a big deal. Well, in Hattori's case, he's
I'm
just gonna
shutting my
claim it.
mouth then.
Yeah, I'm just,
Whatever.
yeah, I'm going with the flow here.
Awesome.
Mom's
Yep.
the word.
All right. So we still need to get back to town. Can we like do that?
About that, like, can you get us in? Because the guards kind of don't like me.
Oh no, it's not a problem.
I don't know if that actually happened.
Yeah.
I didn't drink the flower stuff.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, it's fine, man. We'll go ahead and like when we get to the gate, everybody there knows me, man. They'll let us right in.
Yeah, that did work so well last time. I remember. Does anybody else remember the Georgies?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, what happened to them little
Was that
brothers?
just a drug trip? That's.
I don't know.
Did we all share a vision somehow?
Look.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't think-
You remember the Georgies, right?
Yeah, I don't think the drugs had quite kicked in yet.
The
But
Georges
then
were
again,
these little goblin dudes
I
with New
can't
York
tell.
accents we met.
Yeah.
And they all looked exactly the same, and they didn't know like what basic stuff was.
Where
Um,
are
They're
we
like,
at?
they're
Are
like
we
trying to
at-
You're
rob
in the
us
forest
with
still.
Blunt
Like,
knives, like give us your
near
rich guy
the,
stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
See?
near the what?
Yeah.
near the
Yeah.
orchids, so it's like
Yeah, you're-
instantaneous.
No, you're a decent distance closer to where you were trying to go. Like you did keep walking. It's not like you just started tripping immediately.
Yeah.
Right.
So, let's get going. Who remembers what direction we were going? Because I'm
Weast.
lost.
I
Is that
can
where
lead
we're
the
going?
way. I know these
This way.
boys.
All right,
Yeah.
let's hit it. So you start following Ali Khan. Could you roll me a survival real quick? Although you know this place like the back of your hand, so just roll that with advantage. D20
Roll 2d20s and take the highest.
15.
plus your proficiency plus double proficiency plus your wisdom.
Because there's a mechanic in this
Alright.
game called
Oh,
advantage and
wisdom.
disadvantage.
I have
And
plus 2.
it's either
And
advantages you take the
proficiency, I have
highest
plus
of the
2.
two,
So that's plus six
disadvantage
total.
you
18,
take the lowest.
19.
So since she's very,
You get
very
double
familiar with this
proficiency
area,
'cause
she gets
area
advantage.
you're familiar with, so
Like
21.
20.
Or is it like by situation?
So yeah,
It's
you
by situation.
know exactly where you are.
So
even
I've
though
never
you
been
don't
here before. I don't know where the fuck.
quite remember exactly how you got here. You know exactly where you are. So you lead everybody closer to the city, and after about, I don't know, maybe a half hour of walking, you hit that main road that you all remember from your previous trip this direction. And yeah, the road's clear. There, except for there are some travelers heading in the direction of the city. There's a couple of folks with carts, a couple of families.
What time of day is this?
It's late afternoon, and everybody looks pretty well to do. There's nobody here who looks straggly.
It better not have really kicked all the hobos out of town.
Yeah.
And Ali Khan, you for a moment recognize the gentleman with his kid, and like he does kind of like a double take. He sees him and he looks again, and he's kind of like, all right, and then he just keeps walking. And so yeah, you follow this procession, and you see them all lining up to go into.
Oh, yeah, she got
City?
hit on by a single dad last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in the same way as before, you see these large pillars, or this large arch, and moving from this arch is just regular forest. There's regular forest behind the arch. There's just 2 armed guards standing outside of this arch, and you can see as people pass through, they just kind of disappear onto the other side of it. So the procession moves along, and as
I
you
think it's more like
approach,
the whole city's closed.
who?
Yeah, I'm gonna mumble with you.
Is it the
This
same
is about
guards?
right, right?
Yeah, same
I don't
guards.
remember, but
Same
I
guards.
don't understand how this can happen.
So, who are you gonna let approach first? You gonna let Roderick roll up first?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Roderick, you're up.
He's like, I got this. It's cool. It's fine. So he walks forward. He starts chumming up with the guards. You can see him point to your group.
I'm gonna like kind of like look. I'm in my cloak a little bit. Pull my hood up.
You see the guards kind of looking through the group, kind of taking everybody's number. He sees all the
I'm gonna go like this.
nobles with you. He's like, alright. But he just kind of like shrugs and
I
nods.
see you have a rube with your group.
Shrugs and nods, waves you all through, kind of looking
My
at you
hat.
each in the face as you're going through, and he kind of lets it go. He's like, all right, whatever. I don't have time for this. So you move through. What you see, what greets you on the other side of this is a large open square with what appears to be government buildings on either side of you. There are a few inns.
Groundhog's Day.
There are a few inns. There's, one very high-end looking one that looks like it serves, the average level customer, and one that looks a little strange. The windows aren't necessarily shuttered, but there are definitely heavy curtains over the windows, and there's definitely a tall tiefling male standing outside of the door. Obviously some sort of bodyguard. And there's
Are they
nobody
all
on
the same?
Hmm?
Are they all the same?
They're all exactly the same as what you saw before.
Tieflings are people with demon ancestry.
So it's dogma, raspberries,
Are they bad, or
and
they're just
fucking.
It's just how they look.
No, they are not.
They're not named that.
They are not named that at all.
Damn it, those are
Damn.
Yes.
So good.
They all have fairly standard inn names. One is the Wheezing
Oh,
Griffin.
that's half works.
The Wheezing Griffin is the name of the one that's fairly standard.
So raspberries.
Raspberries, yeah. Raspberries, beds for all.
That's like the Motel
What's it
6 of
called?
this
Wheezing
world.
Griffin?
Chains. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like I stayed at Raspberries last night.
Yeah.
And I got a rash on my berries.
I got super bed bugs.
Yes.
I didn't know that existed.
The other is the Golden Goblet. That's the high-end one. And the one that looks fairly strange is completely untitled. There is simply
I'm gonna grab random people off the street and say, "Did you kick all the peasants out of this town?"
and they're all just like, "Whoa, man!" And they just like run. They're like not.
What?
They're freaked out.
All right, I'll go up to somebody and say, "Excuse me, sir. Did you kick all the poor people out of this town? Not you specifically, but your government."
Well, he looks very offended when you asked him that, and as soon as you say not you specifically, he goes, "Oh, well, yeah, we did."
Wait, really?
Not me, but as
Wait,
a
that
collective.
really happened?
Yes. As a collective, we decided that in the best interest of the city, we should remove those who are or might become criminal element.
So anybody who couldn't pay the fine, you kicked out of the city.
No.
Put 'em on a bus the same
There
place.
was a test of financial understanding. There was a test for literacy. There were tests for magical potential,
I can't believe this.
and those who did not
Disgusting.
meet the criteria were removed, compensated for their lands and their time, but asked to leave.
I can't be a dissenter.
Wow.
You could be,
I guess.
absolutely.
Your
You know,
parents
I'm taking out the
would-
system from the inside.
Mm.
absolutely, yeah.
This guy gets
Well,
it.
then you and me have something to talk about. 'Cause I have a big problem with this whole thing. Yeah. Okay. That's how halflings shake hands.
So yeah, and he's just like, I'm going to be on my way now. So
Yeah, get lost.
again,
No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say, all right, thank you for your time.
yeah, and so the last
Very
one
polite.
just has a sign, and it's got a dog on the sign that is sort of like in a pointing position, but it doesn't have any actual name for the inn. But yeah, it looks pretty much the same as you remember from your vision.
So,
Well, hopefully the college isn't the same, but I think maybe we should take a rest. I'm going to take a rest in one of these inns before I brave going up there again.
Yeah.
And trying to register for classes.
Yeah, I just
That was bad
I
enough.
feel really spaced out. I think I need to take a nap. You know,
So where's...
I don't need a nap. I need to figure out if I found Benji.
Can you guys, like, recommend a place for us? Since you're
Yeah.
from this
Well,
town?
I'd like to lay my head at the brothel.
Ooh.
If anybody wants to come. Beds are cheap. The women are even cheaper.
what's up with that dog
Unintended.
bar over there? I'm
Oh.
still very intrigued by that.
That's where you go
Yeah.
watch dogs fuck.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hey man, did we go to a dog fucking bar?
So there is.
I mean,
They
Don't
let
knock
you.
it until you try it.
it was dark and there's
He
lots
lets you
going
know.
on, but I don't remember any dogs.
So
He
see,
lets-
you just made an established part of the
not
canon of this world.
He lets you know that the reason that place doesn't have a title and the reason that it's very shuttered windows and with the guard out front is because it's on its surface it's a high-end sort of club.
I had dog fuckery.
And then underneath in the basement it's a den of sin for those who are in the know.
The thing is, you have to know the password.
Yep.
Listen,
You
man,
guys
I
wanna
think
know
we
the
were in
password?
there.
Yes.
That's the place,
It'll
right?
be
Is it, I want to go see dogs fuck.
no
It was
Password
that one
is-
down there.
Red Rocket.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Yeah, because you wanted to go hang out with all where the party was at.
Right.
It was down there.
Oh.
It's not this one, man.
Yeah.
We were thinking about it.
All
but
right.
We never actually did.
We can check that one out later. What?
Can we skip the
Where-
dog fucking place?
Yeah, we don't want to go in there.
Yeah.
Where's the brothel?
You don't actually
Okay,
know.
hold on.
So if you want to head to the brothel, it's in a different part of town. The businesses here are legitimate. Even
Can't
the
we just
bar
sleep in a bed?
appears legitimate. So yeah, I mean, you go to the brothel, you could stay at either the Wheezing Wyvern or the Wheezing Griffin or the Golden Goblet.
Mm. Wyvern.
Where's Roderick at?
Roderick's hanging with you. He doesn't want to go home yet. He doesn't want to go home until everybody's ready to go with him to back up his story.
Got it.
What's his personal opinion?
He would if he was going to
Between
stay
those
in the
two.
city, he wouldn't stay anywhere but the Golden Goblet, because
How much do rooms cost tonight?
worry.
if you gotta ask,
We got it.
you can't afford.
You guys
it.
got it?
We
You
got
can.
It's on us.
Oh, that's
You're
that's
our,
very neat.
you're our new pals. You
That's
saved
amazing.
us from the ship. The least we can do.
Oh, appreciate that.
Right, it is the very least we could do. Yes, very least.
Yeah.
You can find out.
And that's all.
Thank you.
That's all.
I
we do.
appreciate it.
Okay,
All right, so
let's go
I'm
drink.
gonna get one of them rooms and then I'm gonna leave.
okay, so you walk into the Golden Goblet, and it's a high place. It's got silks everywhere. The hearth is blazing. Everybody who's sitting around at the bars drinking high-end spirits and
The
wines.
Moraless.
Yeah. And everybody's dressed really nicely. So for those of you who, basically,
Yes,
you guys are
it
kind
is.
of, you look beat up. You swam a few miles. You swam about a mile.
You're dusty, we're dirty,
You're
sweaty.
dusty, dirty, sweaty. So when you show up, immediately, just a guy in like fine silks walks up and he's like steps in front of the party. He's like, "I'm going to have to ask you people to leave. Thank you. You can't be here."
Do you know who these guys are?
I got this.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. How you doing? Moraless. Nice to meet you. So anyway, me and these fine gentlemen would like to book some rooms in your establishment here. Could you please have the bellhop come down and maybe bring us some robes to change into?
Terry cloth.
Absolutely not. You can remove yourself from the premises, and I might not call security.
Mm-hmm. Right. All right. Do you know who these gentlemen are behind me?
No, I do not.
Don't worry. I'm a man of the cloth. Did you really refuse Bobo the Unknown?
See, that last part's pretty key. I don't know who you are. And so, yes, I would. And you do not look like a man of the faith. I think they have a higher standard of dress.
The scales?
Excuse me?
Are you saying you're not letting me accept scales?
Anti-scaling.
He's anti-scale.
Anti-scaling.
He's anti-scale.
Person with
Boo.
the scales back here. I don't see a single person with scales
And he snaps his fingers, and a couple of bellboys come over. Of
We
course.
got gold, you asshole.
Yes, of course you do. Of
Take
course
it.
you
And I've
do.
got scales.
That's
And
right.
I'm gonna wear them naturally.
here. You know, it's one thing to discriminate against criminals and the poor, but it's a completely different thing to discriminate against a person.
The Golden
We're
Goblet
rich.
holds a very Yes, we'll see you
Right.
check
You know what?
some of our finest rooms.
Yeah.
Some of our finest rooms, of course.
Sweets. We want sweets.
Finest,
A continental breakfast.
finest sweets
And females.
of.
Females.
I'll just shove past him.
I'll take
ball.
Preferably human, but we'll take whatever.
There's no scales in here.
Yes, gentlemen.
Could you get a scaly female for my friend? And I think we'll call it even.
If you could lower your voices, we will take care of whatever you wish. Just please.
Alright,
What?
so
I can't hear you.
we're getting
What?
like pampered in a 5-star hotel now.
Yes.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So he hooks everything up, especially once he sees that you actually have gold. He's
Right,
very
yeah.
accommodating, but in addition, he does not want you to start yelling about him being scalist in any way, shape, or form.
We didn't say
we had a
scaleless.
big problem
You
with
said
that a few
scaleless.
years ago. one of our managers.
Okay.
Listen, you
Such a
better-
thing.
Can we get our rooms?
So you get the nicest rooms this place has.
I'm going for Schwitz.
Yeah, there's multiple rooms, very comfortable beds, couches, large baths that are separate from the public areas and all that other stuff. So yeah, they hook you up, and he pulls you aside and he says, "Sir, I just want you to know that my best friend is a dragonborn. So I would never. It doesn't exist within me." So yeah, you got these nice rooms.
Don't give him absolution. Don't. Yeah.
Oh, can I walk up to
Just be like,
him
yep. Mm-hmm.
and say,
Yeah,
I'd like to meet this best friend of yours. Is he available?
He is a part of the hunting guild, so he is out right now hunting.
And what's his name?
Hunting in Canada.
Tippy.
Tippy?
That's the best you could come up with.
Tippy McSilverscales. Tippy McSilver.
Tippy mixed silver scales?
My friend over here is a member of the Hunters Guild, and he would actually look him up. So
That might be the most racist name.
He's very proud of his heritage,
Copy.
his family, and he just kind of scurries away.
Yo, that dude's a racist, right? Scaleless.
Yeah, he's a scaleless.
All right. So you're set up for the night, and is everybody ready to just take a rest?
Yeah, I think we just
Yeah.
sit around in our terry cloth robes and like just get drunk and eat meats,
All right.
various quantities.
Okay. So nobody's bothering you here. This place is about as safe as you can get in a non-private.
Well, this is like a nice bar in a city that also has like no riffraff.
Yeah.
So we're like,
Well, not anymore.
I just want to shower
yeah, right.
and head back to the Hunter's Guild to kind of retrace my steps because I'm confused as all get out.
Okay.
So
While you're there, can you ask around about Tippy
Yeah.
mixed silver scales?
yeah, I'll make a note to ask.
Really need to get the bottom of that, huh?
Yeah, that's,
Yes, I'm Tippy.
I'm gonna attempt to be.
He sounds like the
first
Snagglepuss
one up.
of Dragonborn.
Are we resting? What's the deal?
Yeah, you're resting, so everybody's gone to sleep. You said you want to be the first one up?
Yeah, like 4 a.m.
All right, so you actually, you've got your many gadgets. One of them is a nice little alarm that you spin up, and it goes at 4 a.m. You hear like the tapping of your alarm going off, and it gets faster and faster and a little bit louder as time goes on,
Right.
and it wakes you up.
All right. I want to wake up
That's it.
and then
Good roll play.
dead hooker, scaly dead hooker next to me,
Oh, okay.
Not again.
and I'm gonna
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna go yeah. Oh, yeah, that did happen, didn't it? And then I'm gonna put on my pants and then run out of my room and start banging on his door and wake him
My
up.
door?
Yeah. You know, you can do like magic and stuff. Like, get rid of this mess.
I see where this potentially could be going.
What do you want, Moraless?
Hey, listen, you're like good with magic, right? And making magic do things that, would take a superhuman amount of strength to and time.
No.
Right. I just need your help for 1 second. I found something. Could you help me out? I got something in my room. Need a hand.
Fine. All right, I'll step out and follow you to your room.
Right. So basically, you know, some things. You guys all went to bed last night. I got this like itch. Turns out
you
that
slept
bell
with the Dragonborn.
that bellhop really hooked us up last
Yeah,
night.
I
It
see
felt
that.
really bad, so
That's
he wanted
great,
to show
man.
off some Dragonborn. So anyway, long story short, this happened
Yeah.
here in my bed.
What do you mean this? Yeah,
Well,
you copulated with the Dragonborn. That's great. Nothing's gonna come of that union. You see, your alleles
Sure.
will form a genetically
Things got a little
viable
violent.
offspring.
She was
What?
like, you know, well, she's dead.
Oh.
Not exactly sure at what point. It could have been a number of things, really. There was the choking.
Wait. You killed a prostitute?
I wouldn't say killed. It was, well, I guess technically, yes. I did kill a prostitute. So we're going to need to get rid of this body. These guys are going to throw us out of this hotel.
No. I'm not helping you do that.
Come on, man. I need just like clean this mess up. I mean, she pooped
All right.
everywhere. Actually,
I'm gonna go check
to
her
be
for.
honest, some of that was before she was dead.
Oh god. I'm gonna check her for a pulse.
Give me a medicine check.
Medicine, huh? Wisdom. 13.
Yeah, there's no pulse.
I guess I can't tell if she's warm or cold because she's a
Yeah, that's...
lizard. She's definitely dead.
Right.
All right, goodbye. And I'm gonna go back to my room.
Well, hey. Oh dear. All right.
It was fun hanging out with you while it lasted on our
I
journey.
suppose
Good
I could
luck
just burn
in your
down the
new
whole
life in jail. I'll pray for you.
Right. I need to get in touch with one of those guys. Let me see if I.
The guy in the suit from Pulp Fiction.
The wolf.
Yeah, the wolf.
What was that guy's name? Garth. Yeah, that's right. That guy seemed shady. What room was that guy in? I'm gonna.
612.
I definitely
4,000.
recall him saying something about his room number 69. 60. He kept saying that over and over last night. You know, come to think of it, I don't think that's a room number in this building.
Yeah, the rooms go up to 23.
So I'm gonna just random door, the next door over. Which one I think it is? Like
give me...
best I can get.
Well, we're in like the best room, so there's only
Yeah,
like
there's
one
only a
hallway.
couple of them.
I get even something.
Yeah.
Give me an insight roll.
Which one's that?
That's
The
wisdom.
one that says insight.
Shut up.
It's wisdom.
-2.
That's right.
So his character's not very wise, so he gets a minus.
So you get a 0.
So the first door that you knock on, you manage to find the only person on the hall who's not with your party. And it's this little old lady, and it takes a while. She comes out in a terry cloth robe.
What do you want here?
Hey, are you? I think I might have the wrong room. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Okay. And she slams the door.
Oh Jesus Christ! What is that about?
All right,
I'm gonna move down and
let's move
the
down.
next one.
All right, so the next one, Garth opens up the door. And he's just standing there, and what's
Does
up,
he
man?
open the door?
Hey, bro.
That's his choice. Yeah.
Hey.
Do you know what time it is?
Yeah. Really great time last night, right?
Oh, it's the best.
Right. Like, hey, you wouldn't happen to have like connections to like the seedy underworld around here, would you?
Why do you ask?
I mean, you just seem like you handled your drugs pretty well during that whole episode, and it seemed like
Thank you.
you were a seasoned professional there. I've,
Did you kill somebody?
Eye reels. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I was gonna say it. Eye reels real. I need some help getting rid of a body. If you, I don't know, maybe want to kick me maybe a couple contacts, or if you want to just come help me out, that'd be great.
All right, let's see. Take me to the body.
Yeah. So, and
I hope
it's
there's
right,
no-
it
I
was
hope there's
right
no
down
poop
here, and the bellhop. I mentioned off the cuff that we needed to bring a lizard on. Well, anyway, long story short, things got very out of hand, and here it is.
You killed the only lizard person here.
Well, there's
That was the only person. Aside from these guys.
right, yeah. So, yeah, it was
Okay.
total accident. But I mean, it's a lizard person, right? I mean, we could just,
What are you trying to say?
we could just get rid of this, right?
Just a lizard person. I think you're a little scalist.
Well, I mean, obviously not. Well, that's actually probably not a great argument either. Man, we gotta get rid of this thing. I am gonna be labeled a lizardess. I'm not lizardess.
All right. We have two options here. I'm really small. I'm a small guy. You can see I'm a small guy. There's no way I can
Well,
move
it's
this person out.
you use yourself well though.
Yeah. So, I can turn myself into a bear and eat this lizard person. But I'm afraid that at this hour of the day, that's going to cause a lot of commotion. We might draw a lot of attention to ourselves.
Right.
My other proposal is I can whip up concoction and put it in the air vents. And it will cause everyone to forget this person ever existed and no one will be able to see them.
I would do that. Second
We'll
option.
drug everyone in this building.
I just feel like my brain cannot handle another. Is there any way that we could be unaffected by this if we, can
Yeah,
we
I'll
get
make a second potion just for us.
right.
And then we'll
Do
flush
it.
all the other shit.
Gas everybody.
Give them the gas.
Gas.
It'll be a short.
I wish I
short.
had a neutral alignment so I can contribute to this. I'm too good.
Let's gas him. Let's send. And we able to get. Can we get rid of this body somehow? Like we get it out of here.
We'll be gone. We'll be long gone before they find it.
Right. Well, so I'm just worried because my friends here are all in the town. I got no problem abandoning, but these people that I travel with, we kind of been through a lot together. I wouldn't feel right doing that, And really, I'm not the type of person to like have attachments to people, but I do feel like I may owe these people a little bit. Something we can't leave them here.
Okay. We'll get them all up too. We'll get out of Dodge. Everyone will be drugged and won't be able to see this dead lizard hooker. Dragonborn hooker. Sorry. We'll be, all of us,
Whatever.
everyone in the group. We will have hightailed it out of here. They'll have no idea that we are
Awesome, man. I thank you so much. Let's do it. Let me know what I need to do. Let's do this.
Okay, so I need two rolls. One for you.
Yeah.
Is going to be based on your intelligence, because you're basically just going to make something that'll make people forget something specific.
Mhm.
So it's going to be based on your intelligence. You would have had an alchemist kit, because this is shit that you do, which
Sure.
gives you a bonus to your roll.
Jesse, we have to cook.
And with the speed that you came up with this idea, is this something you've done before?
What?
Sounds like it's something you've done before.
I'm a man with certain set of skills.
Are we,
Okay.
Are we
I mean,
awake
when you're-
and listening to this, or is it just?
No, they're
No,
just
this
two
is-
of them
this
away.
When you're out on the open
This is the
ocean,
butt crack of dawn.
Yeah.
the
I was just
implication.
like, I'm out.
All right,
We
so
were all still soundly sleeping.
go ahead
Candle
and
masters.
roll with advantage. It's going to be an intelligence check.
So you roll your 2d20s.
Okay, right.
Take the highest.
Got an 18,
Plus your proficiency, which is 2.
so 20.
So you
Plus
got,
your
you got a
intelligence
22.
bonus. 22.
Yeah,
So you've got a satchel
that's good.
that you carry with you at all times, and you just start digging in it. You start pulling out like vials and tubes and a little burner. You light that up, and you just kind of like
Pins and
fiddling
pieces.
around with your whatever
Whoa, hey, man.
samples you have on.
All that came out of that bag, huh? Woo. All right.
Yeah, you put a lot of stuff in here.
Ready for
You'd be
president
surprised.
campaign.
Mhm.
Yeah. Woo. Okay.
So yeah,
Hey, man. I'm gonna go get my guy. He would really love to take a look at what you're doing here, if you don't mind.
That's cool.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go get what's Will's name?
Garrett.
Garrick. I'm gonna go get Garrick. Can I go get him?
Yeah.
House him again. And
Can you keep us
bang on the door.
Is it Moraless?
Yeah, but listen,
Go
I
away!
Man, you're really gonna want to see this. There's test tubes.
Open the door. What is it now?
Hey.
Is somebody else helping you commit
Just come see. Just
commit
come
murder
see. Come see what's going on over here.
and cover up your trap? All right. All right. I'll walk in.
Let me get from Bobo. Let me get Constitution saving throw, which means you roll a 20.
Okay.
What class? They don't have. They don't have.
Yeah, so just roll your 20
20 plus your con.
plus your con.
That's
Plus
good.
2. 18.
18.
That's for sure.
All right, so you
That's
like
doing it.
kind
Yeah,
of
you guys got the hot hand with the
hear
wolf.
it, and you just kind of like snore, roll back over. This doesn't bother you at all in your sleep. All this banging and people stomping around.
Okay, thank God.
Lucky you.
It's early.
And Alicon, you've been out of the building for a while already, so we'll get to you in a second. And give me a Constitution saving throw as well.
10.
10?
Yeah.
All right, so you wake
No,
up.
actually 12.
Oh, 12. You like pop awake for a second. He's gonna fall back into it. All right, so you guys head down and watch.
I guess. What is going on here?
Quiet. Quiet, I need to focus.
I thought you maybe wanted to see this guy creating this potion. Garth is unorthodox, but it seems like he's got a pretty good grasp of some alchemy and well, drugs.
Oh, you guys want some grass? Later.
All right, so you whip this up. Doesn't take you too much time at all, and it's in a liquid form. So, what I need from you is a roll, also based on intelligence, also based on your. Basically, you're going to be whipping up some sort of contraption that's going to mist it and send it through. They don't have ventilation per se, but to spread it throughout this whole
Yeah, this place
building.
is made of wood.
I'm +5. Am I +5 to that?
Yeah.
Ventilation ducts.
I don't know.
There's probably vents
There's
to let
chimneys.
heat go through.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
chimneys.
Yeah,
Chimbley.
guys.
Multiple peepholes lined up next to each other, and also
So it's 13,
18.
18 all together. Yeah. So you rig up a little mister and you put it, like you sneak downstairs and put it next to the main vent, and it just heats it up and you just hear it spreading
Murder
throughout the building,
one.
through the chimney.
Conspiracy. Aiding and abetting. Just like tabulating like
No,
what my prison sentence would be.
this isn't murder. This is just a spell to cast on people that they can't see this person.
So you're gonna leave
their day.
a stinking corpse in this room that nobody can see. That's your solution.
Exactly.
Well,
Do you have a better idea?
a stinking lizard corpse.
I'm gonna just like be playing the devil. Well, if you were smart, you'd put it in the old lady's room and just tie her up and knock her out,
I don't want to hurt anybody.
so it doesn't come back to you.
It's a great idea.
Wait, no, I wasn't serious.
You're genius.
No, wait, no.
I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm gonna knock on
Something's
the old
gonna
lady's
stink.
door.
She wakes up and answers the door again.
Oh yeah. And they love
Listen.
Jerry
I'm gonna test her a little bit and see what her like functionality is.
Hey, speak up, Sonny.
Hey there. Let me ask you. How long have you been staying here at the inn?
Me and my Stanley used to come to this inn every week when we were young.
Right. Okay. Where's Stanley? Is he around still?
Oh, he's took the train to Galveston. Galveston.
Right. How long ago was that? Was that like the last day or two, or?
1 to 3 or thereabouts.
Oh Lord. So I
One diggity nine.
I noticed, yeah, you're in there. It looks like you're in there all alone. That's a shame.
Oh yes.
Right.
Are you coming on to me?
Yes. Do you mind if I come in?
Oh no, you can come in anytime.
So she
Come here,
She
big
seems
boy.
very there together.
Yeah,
She's not put
she's very with it.
All right, I'm gonna go in, and the very first thing I'm gonna do is grab something heavy and just whack her right here in the side of the neck, just like she's walking away from me, and I'm just gonna like the first heavy thing I see right across the base of her,
Yeah,
the
go ahead.
frame of magnum.
Give me an attack roll real quick.
I don't have a good attack. Which one's
You're
it?
not
Well, I think you probably get advantage for swinging like a candlestick at an unarmed old woman in the back.
you're gonna roll an advantage for the surprise there.
Which one? Which one is
It's strength.
Okay. So.
Roll two
All the way-
d20s.
all the way up.
There you go.
Minus
And
one.
roll 2.
Got advantage.
Yeah, for the surprise.
Yes. What is that?
A
You
1
rolled
and a
20.
20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. So, yeah, I'm assuming you're going for a non-lethal blow there.
No, full blown lethal.
Hey, what works for one corpse will work for two.
So you.
I mean, there's no way I can roll a 20 and do it. Like, oh, that's like a no shit movie,
Yeah.
right?
So her head explodes.
So you.
You can't
Yeah.
pull your blow.
She pooped herself.
She's 100% gonna remember me if like.
You bash her across the back of the head, and her soft old lady head just crumples in the back.
Oh!
You're a monster.
Obviously, I want to drag her onto some
Fucking
blankets to soak up all the blood immediately and
Okay.
clean that mess up and roll her. I'm gonna roll her up in the blankets, and then I'm gonna drag her into like whatever the bathroom area is. Closet. And then I'm gonna come back to these
Everybody
guys
puts
and
the
be like,
bathroom in the closet.
hey, guys, I got an idea. There's
We're
an
little
open
lazy.
room across the
For the
hall.
bathroom area.
We're all good.
Okay.
We're all good. I'm gonna take the body over there and I'm gonna do the same thing and wrap her.
I can't be part of this anymore. Good luck.
Okay. So you wrap her up, and also put her in the bathroom.
Yeah, well, in the closet or whatever with the lady.
Okay. All right.
Together.
So they're both in there.
Problem solved.
All
Let's
right.
get out of here.
So the mist is going. So you guys gotta go, or
Yeah.
you're also gonna.
That's already happened.
Alright.
You gotta go.
So you're out of there.
We gotta get your lizard buddy. Scale person.
We're called scale pals.
Sculler? Sculler?
Scales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you grab Bobo and Hatsuro and you dip. All right. So
Also a
Alikan,
Uber.
you had taken a shower and taken off towards the Hunters Guild.
Well done.
So it's exactly where you remember it being because you went there before.
Yes.
And so yeah, you just going inside.
Yeah, to the board where I saw the mercenary company that was looking for hunters for something because I needed money. Where I was told to contact Benji, and that's like the last thing that I kind of remember happening.
But was that real?
Okay.
Exactly. That's why I'm like tracing my steps back.
All right. So you go directly back to that house.
Mhm.
Okay.
No, to the Hunters Guild to see if like.
Wait.
Yes,
It's still
to see if that's
it's still
a
there on the
thing.
it's still there on the board.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so on my way out, I'm gonna ask about Tippy McSilver Scales, the little ladies who run the cash registers. I don't know what they're called.
The one woman looks at you and says, "Wow, that's messed up." Tippy McSilver Scales.
Yeah, this guy at the inn, he said that was his best friend because he had insulted some dragonborn, and it sounded phony, but they wanted me to ask you.
Man, that guy sounds scaleless.
Yeah, you're telling me. But they, as a courtesy to my
He's a regular
dragonborn
skate-off
friend,
skittler.
they wanted me to ask him to see
Yeah.
if this person was even
Yeah.
real. I'd never heard of him, but you know, I've been away for a while, so I didn't know.
Right.
I'm taking it he doesn't exist.
No.
Alright, and one other question.
Right.
What do you know about
Yeah,
Benji?
man.
Benji.
Tastes like candy.
He runs a mercenary guild. Attends the college.
Okay. Alright. I'll see y'all later.
Alrighty.
and then I'll head back. I'll head towards Benji's place.
All right. So when you get to Benji's place, it's a small castle on its own plot of land. It is in the same part of town. It looks fairly similar, except where before you remember it having sort of oddly shaped and oddly positioned like turrets and things. Now it's basically a standard looking castle keep type building. And yeah, there's a long walk that leads up to it and a gate in front.
Okay. Like what time is it?
This would probably be, if you just took a shower and then went out, probably be about 8 p.m.
Okay. So I'm gonna knock on the door, whatever I see that looks like a door.
There's a pull chain next to the gate.
Okay.
And when you pull it, you hear a bell that sort of like,
My
you
D4.
hear it like ring close to you and then it rings in a series farther and farther away. And then you see the vines that were growing on the gate
Mm-hmm.
sort of form into a face, a very large face. It says, "Who calls?"
Ali Khan Arroway for Benji.
And your business?
In the Hunters Guild, there's a flyer for the mercenary company.
Yes. Master Benji is not in right now. I believe he should still be at the college at this hour, and we generally don't take callers at his home for the guild. So I would suggest seeking him either at the college or at the guild itself.
Okay, well, the flyer in the guild says to come here.
Yes. The Hunters Guild playing pranks again. No, Benji does not take any callers at home. And the next time you stop by there, would you please take down that flyer? Master Benji does not find it amusing.
Okay. I can do that for you. The college. Where exactly is he at in there? Because I know that place can be quite confusing.
What?
The college is fairly simply set up.
Oh, what's his room? How do I get to
If
his
you
room?
find it confusing, I'm not sure I should send you there. You might hurt yourself.
Where is his room? What is his room? Can you tell me?
I do
The
not.
direction to get to his office that I was told when we were tripping was walk until think you've walked too far, and then turn right.
I do not keep tabs on Master Benji's work at the college. You will have to inquire that.
Okay, thank you. I'm just gonna walk away.
You can hear the face muttering as you walk away.
So I'm gonna know that it's pretty late,
Mhm.
and so like I'm thinking that by the time I get to the college, he probably could have left. So I would just go to my room for the night.
Okay. So you are on guard a lot, especially being in environments that aren't your preferred, and so you wake up pretty early with the commotion that's going on, and you mostly remain in your room, but you do peek your head out when they start coming around, or before they go to wake everybody else up, and you see him walk into a room, come back, you hear a scuffle in that room, and then you hear him come out. He's a little sweaty, cross over into the room that you know that he was staying in, comes out with a bundle rolled up in sheets and blankets, go back into that room and come back out, close the door.
As he closes the door, I'm gonna come out of my room.
Okay? So, you encountering him, or you just kind of like...
So just coming out, and like, where's my room at compared to where he's going in?
You're just down the hall.
Okay, so I'm gonna come out. What's all the commotion out here?
Am I in my room?
This is just after you've left the old lady's room, having dropped off
Dump the
the
corpses.
Just-
having just dumped
Yeah.
off the dragonborn.
Nothing.
Just getting some water.
That doesn't sound like nothing. And why would you be in that room for water?
Or sex. I'm into it. So that's what I was doing in there.
Okay.
Are you trying to roll out soon? Like we're
What time is it?
it's early. I'm gonna go in my room,
Okay.
but I'll see you. Don't go in there, by the way. I'll see you.
Okay.
Stinks like sex.
It's just the smell is.
Okay.
So you head downstairs, and so you're all together. It's morning, and the world is your oyster. It's still fairly early. You can see the shopkeepers kind of like in their places of business, getting ready for the morning, the earliest of customers. But nothing really seems to be open. But you got the town in front of you. You can go wherever you want.
Comes along for the ride.
Well, I need to register for classes, so
I will go with you. I need to go to the college as well.
great.
I got nothing better to do, so I'll accompany.
There's probably some cool things there.
I'm gonna go do bear stuff in the woods.
All right.
I'm gonna scratch my back on some trees. I'm gonna get my hands stuck in some beehives.
Oh yeah,
That's classic, yeah.
And
Classic bear stuff.
gonna poop in the woods. So I'll catch up with you guys later.
Gonna poop on the poop.
Right. Hey,
Okay.
listen. I really appreciate what you did for me. Like that was pretty awesome. And maybe I'll see you later. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wait, what did he do for you? What?
It was a little thing. You don't need to worry about it.
Little thing.
Yeah, it was just a very small thing, but you don't need to worry about it.
And
Or you shouldn't worry about it. I'm not. You shouldn't.
toss you a little satchel and say, you know what to do with this. Smoke it.
Hey, thanks, man. I'll
Oh,
see you
sure.
around.
Here, take this. It's money.
Add that satchel of unknown herbs to your equipment list, please.
Travel pause.
Bobo, what are you planning on doing?
Well, I'm still fast asleep right now in my room.
So,
The end of Bubble.
Well rested, but very.
Wait, didn't you say we got
Did
him
you
on the way
frame
out?
Bobo for the murder?
we're gonna go ahead and say you you got everybody. You thought you had everybody. You were doing like a head count, and you're like,
It was like a
Yeah, that's
classic Home Alone situation. Yeah, his ticket got thrown in the trash.
that's everybody.
You saw me twice and figured, good enough.
Yeah, just counted him twice. Like that was the same one, right?
Who's
We
gonna,
forgot Kevin again.
who's gonna wake up in a coma?
On the airplane.
So Bobo was in his room. Bobo was in his room being gassed right now, so he's knocked out. Garth
Slave gas.
decides to go be a bear in the woods,
Good callback.
and the rest of you head towards the college to see what you need to see.
I'm gonna be like apprehensive as hell too, like looking.
So,
I'm scarred for life from the earlier events, but I'm like trying to get in the zone to like register today.
You give him a little bit of those herbs to like
Yeah.
Yeah.
calm him down a bit.
That's a,
step on a campus. You see a
I'm a
large
student. I need some uppers.
central building, surrounded by a number of smaller buildings, equally spaced out, and with
So you know,
symbols above
like
their doors.
what you would assume a college of magic looks like.
Yeah.
Not some kind of geometric impossibility. Well, I guess they probably have that too. But
And we're
it's like grad
gonna
school.
pause there because it's time, and I think we're gonna call it for tonight. And we'll pick up at the college next time we play. Awesome.
Alright.
That's how you play the game.
Great.
That's how
much,
you
yeah.
play the
Oh
fucking
man,
game.
that's really fun.